Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. This is basically part 99 of our Skylanders Spyro's Adventure playthrough. It is now technically, I consider it Saturday night still. It's technically Sunday morning, May 6th. Thursday of this past week I got the new Triple Pack H, Camo, Igniter, and Mornado. Obviously we've introduced Igniter back when I got the 3DS starter pack. Went ahead, covered him in the unboxing, won't feature him here, but basically, what we will be doing now is introduction, heroic challenges, sort of take a quick look at, the base powers, and we will begin with Camo, who is our 4th life element Skylander. You see, new heroic challenges available. 4 life Skylanders collected, elemental power increased. First impression, he's kind of slow. But again, I've been spending most of my time, running Skylanders through heroic challenges. I always do the speed ones first, but you get a good, pretty good look at him. First up, we will do his primary attack, which is going to be the A button. Let's shoot this way. We'll get a better idea of the range. See if we can. It looks like it might dissipate right before the rock there in front of Callie's tent, but nonetheless, decent range. You can't hold it down or anything, but the good news is I can basically just fire at will. It sounds like I'm losing audio for some reason. Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. Just attempted to do part 99. Introduction of Camo and his heroic challenge. Basically what happened, there was just a huge audio lag. Glanced over at the computer, my audio file was at like the 2.5 minute mark, and the recording was at the 1:15 mark, meaning we would have about a 75-second delay and a whole lot of glitchy sounds going on. So I'll just come back. I might be able to salvage the part where I first introduced him, but basically what you missed is new heroic challenges available, the course's cutscene, and then all 4 life element Skylanders. But we'll go ahead, backtrack, see if we can't get things to work a little better. I guess I'll redo this just in case I can't salvage any of that. But here you get a pretty good look at Camo. My first impression is he's pretty slow, but again, I've been using Skylanders running through heroic challenges for quite some time. This Quigley's over here. I'm kind of having a hard time catching him.
Wow, your tail is actually
okay, I was actually going to point that out. So
that little mole dude is always so worried. Maybe he should read a different book or something.
Just good timing with him there. But anyway, I was going to point that out actually. Camo, his story, he was hatched at the roots of the Tree of Life. Basically half plant, half dragon. Eon came across a melon that he planned to eat. He picked it up, it blew up in his face. He kind of figured out it came from Camo, convinced him to come to Skylands. That's just a little recap of the introduction from the unboxing, but he looks pretty good in the game. Like I said, he is slow, but again, I am biased. I always do the speed challenges first, but his base attack, primary, it looks like it dissipates right before that rock. That's basically where I had the audio issue, in the first attempt to record this. Secondary, let's see if we can't line that up this way. So that's the, firecrackers. What it sounds like I think he is saying firecracker. But, they're just like chili peppers. So that's kind of neat, you get pretty good range out of that. So between the two, there you kind of get a little tandem. We'll take a look at his stats here. Max health, 300. When you get to level 10, that will be at 600. His speed is 50. Through the heroic challenges, you can gain 48, so he'll be sitting at 98. Armor, 24. I believe that it was 34 on the internet. That's interesting. Anyway, it'll max out either 54 or 64. I'm not quite sure now that there's a discrepancy. Critical hit 30. Through heroics you can get plus 50, so that's 80. Elemental power is 39. Of course, it should max out at 100. No heroics, you know, nothing done online, Spyro's universe. We will go now, slowly, and, you know, talk to Callie here, do his heroic challenge.
Back for more training, eh? Well, step right up then.
Okay, we'll also get to see what number he is. Clearly not number 1. That means it's either got to be Warnado or Whamshell. That's been bothering me for quite some time, and I refuse to look it up online. I don't want to know. You know, I want to find out. Been doing a bunch of these. I actually this past week have been pretty much too busy to touch anything. Looks like he's number 25, which I think pretty well completes this back here. Flip the script. Choose the right path to find the log of Nort. If you remember, there's a royal scepter of Nort, I think in Stealth Elf, I believe, if I'm remembering right. So whatever Nort is. Reward will be armor. Obviously, first time I've ever done this, might take a few tries. We'll see what we can do, kind of see how he deals with enemies. Like I said, you know, he'll upgrade nicely with the speed, but I'm just used to really fast
many great
right now.
heroes some sleepless nights. All you have to do is lower the gates that guard the log of Nort and recover it in time. But you have to do them in the right order, and the order isn't always the same, and the place is filled with enemies. Good luck.
Okay, so this kind of reminds me of like Hex with the golden spork, but let's see what we can do. Alright, so there's spinners, which are kind of problematic for a level 1 Skylander. There's what we mean. It's just so weird being with someone slow, you know. I'm just not used to it. So here we've got a bar.
Lower the gate.
Okay. So that time left was number 1, which she said it won't always be the same. You know, I think this may actually loop to where we need to go, so I'm just gonna head that way since, well, what do you know? Clearly that's, you know, not the ideal thing to have had happen. I don't know what rotting Robbies are doing here. I mean, it doesn't seem like they belong here, in my opinion. But, you know, whatever. Let's see if the firecracker, well, I guess I don't want to take the time. In theory, that's fire, you know, so it should do something. Okay, so that was a complete waste of time. I think this is just where we came from, too. Maybe not. Okay, so this is where I want to go. That's where I saw... Well, he took out that Lava King pretty well for... level 1. I'm just gonna, I guess that's where the bomb is. I'm gonna say I'd skip that. I know the, you know, terrain well enough to not really worry about it. But this is where that other switch is. We'll take out the Lava King.
You lower the gate.
I think how we would get to that. Was that through this, No, I did not want to go there.
1 minute remaining.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're gonna do this one, but I meant to go in the top one. Okay, so now Shadow Knights magically appear. I guess they're really both out of place. I mean, I'm just used to seeing them in like T-bone levels, you know. Yeah, this is where I meant to go. Small chance we could make it. It's highly unlikely, you know, just to be honest with you. And the sad thing is, if this is one of those deals that changes every time, there will be no rhyme or reason to repeating it. So, there's my switch. I just don't see the teleporter.
You lower the gate.
That's reassuring. I don't know that we're gonna make it, but it will be close.
Heroic challenge complete.
Sweet.
Excellent job.
Just like I planned it. Okay, so flip the script. We made it somewhere between 1 and 10 seconds, I assume. Choose the right path to find the log of Nort, +3 armor. Clearly, like I said, he's not super slow. I'm just used to fast Skylanders at this point. But level 1, no upgrades. I mean, absolutely nothing done, and we got it our first try. So, needless to say, if you've got Skylanders, up to level 29 or something, you're not going to have any issue. It's not going to be like Double Troubles on the Wii where, you really regret upgrading or something. But, anyway, that's pretty much it. Our introduction
I've
to
seen
Camo
plenty of
here.
heroes go down in this challenge, but you really hung in there and nailed it. I'm impressed. And I don't say that often.
I've gotten so tired of like these cutscenes between the heroic challenges and hearing Callie say that. I mean, it's when you're dealing with like 34 Skylanders that you're trying to take through 29 heroic challenges, which now it'll be 31. It gets a little redundant, to say the least. But I guess I'll just cancel that here. I'll probably, when I quit doing this, I'll probably, take him up through the speed challenges. Just it seems to be what I do anymore. Let me go ahead. I did not do this earlier. I actually can't remember now if this was in the first or the second. That's great. That's why it's always nice to not have a minute and a half delay in commentary. His base attack is the Sun Blast, and then he's got the Firecracker Vines. His Soul Gem is obviously going to be the Orbiting Sun Shield. Firecracker Vines conjure up a fast-growing vine of explosive melons. Online, they're actually called peppers. That's another discrepancy. Sun Blast blasts enemies with concentrated life energy. If you note, that sort of looks similar to like the spiked acorn, on a smaller scale from Stump Smash when you see it there in the screen cap. We got the one heroic challenge done. I'll go ahead and end this, come back in, do Warnado's challenge. It's funny that tree is gone now. It used to be like right here. I don't know if it disappeared with Dragon's Peak or what, but used to be able to break that, get some cash. But anyway, here's Camo. Got his heroic challenge done. I'll probably work on getting him through a couple of heroic challenges tonight. But anyway, I will pause this here, get ready to do Warnado. This pretty well wraps up part 99, introduction of Camo. Like I said, I really don't quite remember what I covered in the first part that lost audio from the game. It's just a bad deal, but I might be able to splice the two together, hopefully make it somewhat decent for you. But anyway, like I said, Camo looks like a promising character. I think he will upgrade, pretty nicely. I know a lot of people are, pretty fond of him. But I'll see how he does, kind of maxed out, here later on. I'll, of course, record all his upgrades and everything for you. So questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube, although I'm extremely backlogged. If you need a quick answer, if it's something you deem important, go to the blog. I've got an Ask One of Wisdom post up. You can just kind of stick it there, anything relevant, like Camo unboxing or something. But I tend to get to that every night. Try to get to Twitter and Facebook. It's just the YouTube stuff takes forever, and I'm backlogged really bad, so I will get to it eventually, just probably not till I'm done with Skylanders. So I'll kind of go back if I do get free time. It's not like after 3 a.m. I'll try to cover it, but that's pretty much that. For updates, you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, whichever you prefer, and as always, thanks for watching.